everyone. It's my pleasure to welcome you to the 7th Annual Bubbles and Brunch to End MS. I'm Jessica De Nova from ABC7, and I'm proud to serve as your MC for today's exciting event. Thank you for being here with us. I'm very happy to join you with my own glass of bubbles. Cheers to all. Make sure you grab one if you haven't already. We have a great program for you today, but first we want to make sure you know our event website is live and you can make donations and bid on our exclusive auction items throughout our program by texting Bubbles 2021, that's 2021 to 76278, Bubbles 2021 to the number 76278, or you can go to www.bubblesandbrunch.org. We will be announcing our opportunity drawing winner later in the program, so be sure to stay tuned. And as a reminder, all proceeds from today's contributions will benefit the National MS Society. We're all here today because we care deeply about the mission of the National MS Society to cure MS while empowering people affected by MS to live their best lives. We will hear stories of inspiration, hope, and progress, celebrate those living with MS, and listen to individual journeys, including those affected who love the people directly affected, like significant others, family members, friends, and colleagues. Whether you live with MS or know someone who does, we are all impacted.
It was the week before she was graduating from college.
It was when she was pregnant with her third child.
It was at the same time as starting a new job.
Ellie was out of town and called me to say that he woke up and he was supposed to fly home and he couldn't see out of one eye.
And we're like, well, when do you need to go to the clinic? That sounds odd.
He called us in and sat us down and pretty much just said straight up, you have MS.
To us, we were hearing our dad's really sick, right? Like that's what we were hearing and understanding.
It was difficult because at first I didn't know what it was.
I thought it was something that you died from.
Me, I was a wreck.
It's hard seeing someone you care about go through this.
I didn't know what the future looked like. I didn't know if I could do anything to help.
It just scared me to death,
Everybody scrambled to try and get a better handle on what it was.
God, what can anybody do? It's terrible.
Well, I would say it's not the end of the world.
We're going to figure this thing out, whatever it is, whatever it looks like.
This isn't going to bother me or defeat me or do anything.
I have to keep moving. I have to work out. I have to run. I have to get involved.
Instead of worrying about the things that you can't do, you realize all the things you can do.
She immediately became a weightlifter.
She has joined the board.
Double major out of Rice University, one of the best universities. This girl is it.
Sharon doesn't let MS define her.
She takes this diagnosis and then she's now using it to help other people.
Aside from being a mother, being an advocate for those with MS is really her mission.
The best thing you can do is get informed.
MS is one of those diseases that's unseen.
One day a lesion can appear here and cause this kind of damage, and it could appear somewhere else and not do anything at all. You don't know.
I think that folks with MS, they're just normal people.
My dad didn't change as a person because of his MS, and if anything, it made him stronger.
She's like the best person in the world I know. Even if she wasn't my daughter, I would think that.
There's a spark. There's just a spark, and I don't know how else to put it.
She inspires me every day.
There's kind of this ease about her and you just instantly feel comfortable and like you can be yourself.
I laugh so much more since I've been with her than I have probably every year prior to my whole life.
Gil, you are daily an inspiration to me and I love you.
So there's so many people that are next to you that may have MS, but you don't know that.
My husband.
My dad.
Our daughter Wendy.
My wife Ashley.
My best friend.
My very good friend.
My wife Sharon.
My mom
has MS.
As you enjoy our program this afternoon, I ask you to consider the urgent need before us. The pandemic and the resulting economic impact have the potential to reduce our ability to fund research by 40%. At risk are better treatments and breakthroughs that lead to a cure. Your support is critical in ensuring MS research is funded at the highest levels. Your gift, no matter how large or small, helps to make sure the National MS Society is there for people living with MS every day with information and support when it's needed most. MS doesn't stop because of this crisis, and neither will we. We're in this together, and we will continue to drive progress until we achieve our vision of a world free of MS. The research, services, and awareness efforts the National MS Society depend on the generosity of supporters. I'd like to take a moment to recognize today's sponsors and their commitment to the Society's mission. A very special thank you to our presenting sponsor who has made this event possible for so many years, Biogen, represented today by their Senior Territory Business Manager. Please join me in welcoming Stephanie Connolly to say a few words about her company's involvement with this amazing cause.
Biogen is once again the proud sponsor of the 7th Bubbles and Brunch. I would like to take a moment to thank the National MS Society, especially at the Pacific South Coast chapter, as we come together virtually yet again. As a local representative for Biogen, we share a common goal to raise awareness and support for those affected by MS and to bring novel treatments to market. Over 25 years ago, Biogen became a trailblazer and leader in developing therapies for MS that now include 5 different disease-modifying therapies. This type of advancement does not happen by accident. It is with successful collaboration like this that we become one step closer to finding a cure. I would like to thank each of you for attending virtually and for your generosity. Remember, every penny counts. Please raise your glass and toast to another successful event raising critical funds for research. Together, we can stop this disease in its tracks. Cheers.
Life with multiple sclerosis can be full of surprises. So get support from Abby, an app designed to help you along your MS journey.
Bye.
No matter what kind of day you're having, there's someone there who just gets it. Even if other people don't. Abby may help you keep track of your MS symptoms. And remember, they don't define you because you are more than your MS, even on the tougher days. And at the end of the day, Abby is there for you. Let's do great things together. Get to know Abby, Biogen's app to support your MS journey. Download today.
Salud, Stephanie, and thank you for that special toast and for Biogen's continuous support of this event. We'd also like to thank our gold sponsor, Integrity Employee Benefits and Insurance Services, and a tremendous thank you to all of our gold and silver VIP host purchasers. I hope you're all enjoying your bubbles and brunch from the comforts of your home. I know I am. We'd also like to recognize our local board of trustees who have been instrumental in providing support for this event, donating auction items, and helping drive our mission forward. And thank you all for your incredible support and generosity. I also want to take a moment now to thank our amazing event committee. You're the driving force behind Bubbles and Brunch's year-round impact and success. Thank you, ladies, for all of your hard work. And finally, I want to recognize and welcome Cindy Locke, our fearless leader and the reigning Bubbles and Brunch Committee Chair. This event would not be possible without her key volunteer leadership.
Hi there, I'm Cindy Locke, the chair of the 7th Annual Bubbles and Brunch to End MS event. This year it is virtual again. However, I believe next year we should, cross fingers, be in person drinking champagne together. Let's hope. So have a good time, enjoy yourselves, bid on some items, win some good things, and thank you so much from somebody who has suffered from MS for 15 years. I appreciate you being here so much. Have fun. Bye.
Thank you, Cindy, and cheers to all of us as we bring awareness and support to this wonderful cause. And as I mentioned earlier, the MS Society is committed to supporting the MS movement now more than ever. 1 million people in the United States live with the challenges and uncertainty of MS. There's no more powerful way to demonstrate the urgency of the Society's work than through the voices of those directly affected by this disease. Sponsored by Integrity Employee Benefits and Insurance Services, Inc., you'll now hear from 2 inspiring individuals. You'll hear from one of our MS partners in care about the progress that we have made during this time and the future of MS. And then you'll hear from a remarkable man who doesn't let his MS diagnosis define who he is and has made some truly outstanding accomplishments during his journey with multiple sclerosis. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Liliana Amiskwa and Tim Salmon.
Hi, I'm Liliana Amiskwa, Associate Professor of Neurology at the University of Southern California. I'm very pleased to be here today in support of Bubbles and Brunch to help fund critical research into better treatments and better services and resources for our patients. As you know, multiple sclerosis is a disabling disease of the central nervous system. We now estimate that about 1 million people are living with multiple sclerosis here in the United States. Nevertheless, there has been tremendous progress in our understanding and treatment of multiple sclerosis, and I'd like to highlight some of those progress. One of the biggest progress is having the availability of disease-modifying treatments, the repertoire, to treat relapsing forms of MS and now active secondary progressive MS. We have a treatment for primary progressive MS, and there are multiple clinical trials that are likely to be accessible in the next several years that are looking at neuroprotection and repair. 2, we have come a long way in defining the various phases of multiple sclerosis, with the latest recognition that there is likely a prodrome phase. This is a phase where there are early signs and symptoms that perhaps belong to multiple sclerosis that are before that first clinical event. So I'm very excited to see what happens in the next several years to see how that will fit into a clinical care model. 3rd is that we're making progress in our understanding that perhaps disease-modifying treatments can be safely stopped, and those that have been nice and stable for 5 years or so and are older. And so we are looking forward to hearing those results in the next year. The recognition that comorbidities matter in multiple sclerosis has improved in the last several years. In fact, we now understand that having a comorbidity is not good. We recently had results from our National MS Society funded project that looked at over 400 patients affected with multiple sclerosis. And out of those, 25% had a comorbidity, with high blood pressure and smoking being the most common. And what we found was that those with high blood pressure were 3 times more likely to have ambulatory disability compared to those that did not have high blood pressure. What was more astonishing is that about 7% were only aware that they had a blood pressure issue. So certainly we need to improve in our identification of comorbidity as our patients age, but also in their treatment and better understanding if there is something about the comorbidity and multiple sclerosis together that they share in the pathophysiology. Lastly, we are working tirelessly to better understand the barriers that exist in access to care. It's unfortunate to know that not every MS patient has access to a clinical neurologist or a specialist. And we are working nationwide to make sure that every MS patient has access to specialty care and access to the disease-modifying treatment as indicated by their physician. So with that, I leave you with some of the highlights that have made possible better care for our MS patients. We are not done, and we're very hopeful. And your support today will make us come closer to our goal, because together we can end MS. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Tim, and I moved from cold New Jersey to sunny California back in the year 2000, and then 2003 I was training for my second full marathon, and I had done a long run on a Sunday and woke up Monday morning and had tingling in my right leg. Within 4 days, basically my whole body was tingling, and I went to my primary doctor. He fortunately sent me to a neurologist, and the neurologist looked at me, and it was crazy. Within the first sentence, he said, "You know, what's going on, Tim? How you doing?" And he said in the same sentence, he goes, "I think it's MS." And I was kind of like, wow, what the heck? That's absolutely crazy. Here I am, 33 years old, in the best shape of my life. I'm surfing and doing marathons. It's impossible, it can't be. So, they sent me for a MRI and a spinal tap, and unfortunately came back within 2 weeks that I was diagnosed with MS. I thought about it, I kind of got myself together, and I said, there's two options, Tim. You can let MS beat you, or you can, rise up and find strength and beat MS. And well, of course, I chose option 2. First call I made was the MS Society. And to this day, I wish I knew who that girl was, because she was just such an angel. She kind of settled my nerves. She talked me through. She connected me to some folks that live with MS locally in San Diego. So actually, I called the MS Society again. I said, what other options do I have? What do people do that are newly diagnosed? And they kind of spoke to me about the MS walk that they do in San Diego. So I was like, yeah, perfect. I started my own team, Team Salmon, of course. And we did the MS walk up here in Carlsbad. And that was really great. Like, I really enjoyed seeing all the people that come out to support each other, those with MS. And for the first time, I really understood that I'm not in this MS fight alone. My wife and I also got involved and signed up for the Bike MS, and it was just like the most amazing experience ever. I'll never forget, I saw a dad and his son climbing this hill, and his son had a picture of his uncle on the back of the shirt, and it said, "I'm fighting for you, Uncle Joe, and we're gonna beat MS." A good friend, Sharon at the MS Society, who worked at the MS Society here in San Diego, she introduced us to Howard's team, Howard's bike team. Our captain is Jay McCabe and Bob Moore. And I met up with Jay McCabe at a really good friend's house, and they had a party to introduce me to the team. I spoke and tried to do my best to introduce myself, and then at the end, Captain Jay gave me a jersey, brought me on the team, and it is a lifelong contract to ride on Howard's bike team. And Howard's team, to date, I believe we've raised over $2.5 million. It goes towards helping those with MS. And then fast forward a few more years, and the best year of my life, of course, I married my love, my beautiful Leah May, my wife. And 2007 was really just heaven for me. It was the best that's ever happened to me. I had a great wife that's always supported me from day one. 2008, I actually got a job as a state park ranger. I had to go up to Monterey. It was a peace officer training. You get trained to shoot a weapon because you're trained as a peace officer. And I was going to be away for 6 months from my wife. It was stressful. It was really tough on me. So I had some cognitive issues. At the end of the second month, I was out on the range. I was shooting a gun at 25 yards. The stress, the fatigue, everything just really went sideways. I lost my vision shooting this weapon, and my hand was shaking. It was horrible. So I ended up leaving this academy, leaving an absolute dream job that I worked so hard for. I didn't get help. I should have spoke to others. Let me be honest, if you have troubles, reach out to others. I did recover, and moving forward, I was fortunate again through the MS Society to be asked to speak at a MS Golf Classic, and I got a chance to speak, in front of, Norm Turner, who I look up to, and all his teammates. A lot of his teammates showed up and supported, and it was pretty awesome. It was kind of empowering for me, and I felt really good getting through that speech. And a lot of the athletes shook my hand and were like, kid, keep up the fight, stay strong. 2017 was like another great highlight of my life. I was awarded most inspirational rider for the Bike MS. Challenges hit me again. Surfing got tough on me. It was hard on my leg. My balance isn't good, and I didn't have the speed, agility. So I got into prone paddleboarding. It was really therapeutic for me. The ocean has really been my main source of healing, and just to be alone. When I first started, I was paddling alone on the ocean. It was really deep, just taking in my thoughts, and it just came to me one day, paddling. Let's push yourself, and I set a goal of crossing from Connolly Island over to California. I did it June 27, 2021. I crossed the Catalina Channel. It was amazing. It was so amazing. It was the biggest goal of my life. It was so hard. It was so challenging. It was so tough. It was so beautiful. The water was blue, deep blue Pacific Ocean. And it was great with the support of my amazing, beautiful wife, Liliana, family and friends. And of course, a couple girls that worked at MS Society, Renata and Sharon, that were there at the finish. I want to tell all of you out there with MS, set a goal for yourself, push yourself, dream it, see it, believe it, and you can achieve it. It's really incredible when you really put your mind to something, when you really work hard, you're going to do more than you could ever imagine. I'm just a regular guy fighting MS, and all of you out there, you're all MS champions. Every single one of you that has MS. MS is a beast. I have challenges. I don't talk about them all the time, but I do. I have cognitive issues. I have fatigue. The opportunities I have, I overcome those challenges. I have opportunities to just be the best person I can, just to be the best MS champion that I can. It really gives me a purpose in life, just to fight hard, and make positive contributions. MS is tough, but we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this. We're going to find a cure one day. So I really want to thank you for the support from the MS Society. Of course, my family, friends. I want to thank my beautiful, loving wife for her support, because without her, I wouldn't be the guy I am today. She's just amazing. I love you, May. And I just want to thank all of you today at Bubbles and Brunch for showing up, and thanks very much for your time, and cheers. Have a good day. Bye.
Wow, thank you very much, Dr. Amiskwa and Tim. If you feel moved and inspired to give after hearing these incredible stories, please make a donation by texting Bubbles 2021 to 76728 or going to our website. That's www.bubblesandbrunch.org. Now it's my pleasure to welcome Janet Hamada Kelly, the president of the National Multiple Sclerosis Society's Pacific South Coast chapter, as she shares how the society has continued to support those affected by MS during the pandemic.
Thank you, Jessica, and thanks to all of you for joining us for the 7th Annual Bubbles and Brunch to End MS. I am thrilled to be here with all of you to tell you about the innovative and life-changing work that the National MS Society is doing. It is really amazing how different the world is due to the pandemic, but we are resilient and we have adapted. Despite the challenges brought upon us, the MS movement has made great progress. The strength and unity of the MS movement is more apparent now than ever. We are unified in our mission to cure MS while empowering people affected by MS to live their best lives. And we'll keep moving forward because we still have nearly 1 million people living with MS right here in the United States. Thanks to the generous support of people like you, we maintain connections and even expanded them, bringing more people affected by MS into our MS Society family. Our MS Navigator service was uninterrupted in providing a supportive partner for each person affected by MS to figure out options to the challenges that they face daily. We were able to respond to the needs of the day. People really wanted to know, what is my risk associated with COVID and how can I protect myself? So we did what we do best. We brought people together with the world's experts, and we held weekly webinars, both for people living with MS and for healthcare professionals. We even established a registry enabling physicians to report the outcomes of people living with MS who were infected with COVID. This data was then prepared to harmonize with European registries, and it has become the largest source of information about MS and COVID in the world. MS activists raised their voices to help pass federal and state laws across the country to ensure access to telehealth, respite care, affordable health insurance, and to put an end to that surprise billing. We were successful in gaining a $1.5 billion increase in NIH research funding this year, and we secured $20 million for MS research from the Department of Defense, which is actually up $4 million from last year. All of our research programs move forward this year with interruption, of course, but thanks to you, we have added to the MS workforce. We've maintained focus on progressive MS initiatives, funded new projects, and convened thought leaders virtually to maintain momentum and keep the MS movement moving forward. We are closer than ever to understanding how to stop MS, how to repair damage that has occurred, and prevent the disease from taking hold in the first place. We are truly at a pivotal moment in our history. Monumental, transformative breakthroughs are within our reach. And the society's commitment to finding a cure is unwavering, even when faced with a global pandemic. But we can't do this alone. Passionate volunteers and dedicated supporters like you make it all possible. We are in this together, and I know we will achieve our vision of a world free of MS. Thank you for tuning in today and for all of your unwavering support.
Thank you, Janet. Wow, the MS Society has been doing such great work despite the challenges COVID-19 has posed on the MS community. It's inspiring to hear how you have not stopped supporting people during this crisis. 2021 marks 75 years since the National MS Society was founded. Although we've made incredible progress thus far, as Janet mentioned, we still have work to do to end MS forever. With your help, we can get there. Let's hear from two brave women who have been affected by MS through their family members. It's my pleasure to introduce Lynn Gordon and Sarah Hadler to tell us how they have personally connected with the MS Society on behalf of their loved ones.
Good afternoon. As life began taking a new turn for Dick, my husband, we were so unsure of the road we were taking. Dick was always such a vibrant man, and still is, by the way. But he began getting a strange feeling in his abdomen, which then turned into a weakness in his legs. He went to many different doctors, from internists to hematologists and several neurologists. No one could make a diagnosis other than the hematologist, who was sure that Dick had lymphoma, and the radiologist identified his lesion as an astrocytoma. We were totally overwhelmed and confused, and at this point, our daughter had a friend who was a pediatric neurologist at NYU. He recommended an incredible neurologist at Mount Sinai Hospital in New York. So off we went with MRIs, X-rays, and books of notes from all of the different doctors. Dick and I were so frightened, having no idea what was lying ahead in our lives. It was very interesting because one of the many top neurologists quickly diagnosed Dick with MS, but the others refused to label him until more information was found. Every test imaginable was given to Dick, with no conclusion from any of them. Mega doses of steroids were given to Dick for 10 days, and his symptoms lessened. We left Mount Sinai still not having a clear diagnosis. MS is such a tricky disease that not even the best of the best neurologists could give Dick a clear diagnosis 20 years ago. All was fine for the next 2 years, until the next episode appeared and Dick could barely walk again. So we went back to New York, where the doctors confirmed his MS diagnosis. Initially, Dick did not want anyone to know his diagnosis. We decided to go to a movie right after we received this devastating news. At the theater, there was a flyer hanging describing the MS Walkathon. Honestly, I believe it was meant to be for us to see that, and I encouraged Dick to create a team where we could walk and support MS. He recognized the benefit of raising funds to help this incredible organization. So our journey began with the outstanding team of professionals at the MS Society. When Dick and I created our team from the walkathon, we were overwhelmed by the tremendous support from our family and friends. We raised over $90,000 our first year of fundraising, and our team looked so forward to the spirit and fun that we had every year at the walk. But after several years, the walk became too difficult for Dick. So we decided to alter our path and do the walk virtually. Fortunately, we didn't skip a beat and continued to raise significant funds. And to this day, we have a very vibrant and successful virtual team. The team of people at the MS Society have been supportive to Dick and myself in so many ways. We've had meetings where the many services provided have been offered to Dick, and we've attended some of the most amazing seminars, learning about the tremendous strides being made in research and development and of new medications. The MS Society has impacted our lives. We've learned about new treatments and have been part of tremendous accomplishments, leading all of us closer to a cure for this dreadful disease. Dick continues to have his wonderful positive attitude and works very hard to be strong, determined, and a fighter against his enemy, MS. Dick leads a very active life with his exercise, bridge, and golf. We are very grateful for the immense support we've been given from the Society over the years. Although Dick is limited with his walking, he works very hard to make every day the best it can possibly be. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sarah Hetler. I have been fortunate to be involved with the MS Society in many ways. I have participated in the Southern California MS Challenge Walk for 9 years. I've been a committee member for Bubbles and Brunch to End MS for 5 years. I've participated in State Action Day at the state capitol, and I've served on the Board of Trustees for the past 3 years. I love being able to give back to the Society when they have given so much to me and my family. I'm truly honored to be here today to share my story with you. MS is something that has affected my whole life. My mom, Linda Snyder, was diagnosed with primary progressive MS in 1973 at the age of 25. She had just married my dad and was proudly serving in the U.S. Army as a dietitian. I was born about 9 years after her diagnosis. She was able to get around with a cane while pregnant with me, but about a year after I was born, she was completely confined to a wheelchair. Since I was so young, I never remember my mom walking. I don't think I could tell you the moment I realized my mom was living with a disability, because that's just how things were for our family. We still did wonderful things as a family, just with a little extra planning, so everything was in order for Mom. One of the hardest things to come to terms with was when we had to make the difficult decision to move my mom into a nursing home. Her MS had progressed to the point that my dad was no longer able to take care of her. It was just heartbreaking. We knew this was the best decision for my mom, but it didn't make the situation any easier. One of the most special memories I have with my mom is my wedding. We knew she wouldn't be able to attend our actual wedding, so the next day we brought the wedding to her at her nursing home. Our wedding party, officiant, photographer, and about 60 of our guests made the 100-mile trip south to do it all over again so she could be a part of the special day. Many residents and staff of the nursing home attended as well. The amount of love that was felt that day was unbelievable. It was important for me to have the time with her prior to the wedding of getting dressed and ready. It was just me, my maid of honor, and my mom, and those are moments that I will cherish forever. And little did I know this would be the last moment I had with her as she passed away shortly after. Despite all the difficulties my mom went through, I never once remember hearing her complain. She always had a smile on her face and tried her best to stay positive. I am inspired on a daily basis with how she battled this disease with such grace. It was important for my dad and I to stick together to support each other and my mom. I truly believe staying positive is half the battle. I remember my dad used to make up the most ridiculous MS-related songs as he was transferring my mom or helping her get dressed. Ridiculous as they may have been, they put a smile on her face and they made her laugh, and it kept a situation that was less than desirable a bit lighthearted. MS research and treatment has come so far in the last 48 years from when my mom was first diagnosed, thanks to the National MS Society, who is a driving force for the progress the world has seen for MS. During the 48 years she battled MS, there were no medications to treat primary progressive MS. In the last 5 years, the first drug to treat primary progressive MS has become available. In fact, we have seen more progress in the past 5 years than in the 70 previous. With advancements like these, it brings me great hope that we will find a cure and end MS forever.
Wow, you all are going to have to work with me as I try to find the cues on my script through the tears, because those stories were so touching. I mean, it's amazing to see what family love and support can do, and support from one's community. Thank you, Sarah and Lynn, for your vulnerability and willingness to share such candid views of your lives. The MS Society and those affected by multiple sclerosis need your help more than ever. I urge you to consider making a gift today at bubblesandbrunch.org or supporting by purchasing an auction item. Your generosity can make an impact right now. You saw just how much we need to find a cure now. Now I'd like to call Janet back up to join me for this next part. Janet, today has been an incredibly moving program, hearing firsthand how events like this are contributing to not only the incredible progress we're making towards a cure, but also the immediate support, community, and impact the society makes on the lives of those affected by MS.
Absolutely. Thanks, Jessica. I want to take a minute to thank all of our speakers today. As you've heard, MS impacts people in various ways. No two MS journeys are the same, and well, frankly, no two MS days are identical. But for those affected by MS, there has been one thing that is consistent. The National MS Society is here for you, providing support, community, resources, and of course, working towards those cures. Our comprehensive approach to how we truly support the MS community is one of the things that makes me most proud to be a part of this MS movement. But our work isn't done. We are at that pivotal moment and we need everybody's help.
Speaking of help, it looks like we have some generous supporters today. Thank you so much, Mark Clark. Some people wanting to stay anonymous, but we appreciate that support. Thank you so much. You know who you are. Thank you, Tina and Jay McCabe. Thank you so much for your support. And Janet, I'm sure you get asked this all the time, but how can today's donations impact our mission?
Great question. So donations from events like this support the society in various ways, but here are a few examples. A $50 donation can provide 30 minutes of professional training for an MS support group leader to enhance their knowledge on the complex needs people affected by MS have. A $100 donation can allow a person to participate in a clinical trial for 3 days to expand the number of available MS treatments. $250 for a lot of us in Southern California, this is going to be a key one. A $250 donation could provide a cooling garment to someone who needs help managing their symptoms when it's hot. And a $500 donation can provide up to 6 months of in-person counseling services to someone living with MS.
All right, thank you so much, Janet. Like you all heard, every donation counts, no matter how big or small. Thank you so much, Kathy Welsh, Hilda Yusuf. Thank you so much for your help. No matter what level you're able to give, it will make an impact for all those living and affected by this disease. Thank you all for your generosity and support during this important time. And wow, it looks like we have raised more than $3,300 and our donation total keeps rising. Thanks so much for your generosity and support. Remember, our website is live. Go to www.bubblesandbrunch.org or text Bubbles 2021, all one word, to 76278 to make your donation. And now it's time to announce our opportunity drawing winner for an amazing case of wine. Let's bring out our wheel of names. All right, and we will spin that wheel. Here we go to get our winner. And the winner is, drumroll, Josh Bradbury. Congratulations, Josh. A society staff member will be in touch with you shortly to tell you how to redeem your winnings. And if you've got some extra bottles, send them my way. If you've got some champagne, some bubbles, send them over for the next event we have. Thank you all so much for being a part of this special event today. As a reminder, the auction will continue to stay open through Sunday, August 29th. That's tomorrow, through tomorrow night at 10 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We have some great items, including a private dinner and beer tasting, Ducks tickets, and lots of great wine and treats. On behalf of the National MS Society, I'd like to once again thank our sponsors, including our presenting sponsor, Biogen, our committee, and all of you for joining us today and for your support of this worthwhile cause. This movement would not be possible without your commitment. The next chapter in our story could be the last chapter for MS. We can be the generation that ends the disease and changes the life of millions of people. Together, we will break through.